Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang this afternoon. Sadguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai.
Sadguru Ananta Ji ki Jai.
Thank you all for joining online as well. With a show of hands, how many of you feel that you are stuck? Maybe something will happen in the next retreat. This one is gone. Stuck. Stuck. How many of you feel that you got it and now you're just chilling? Too scared to admit? $1,000. In either case, there must be a concept that there is somewhere to go to, or there is somewhere that I have come. You can be stuck only if you were supposed to get to a certain distance and something came in your way. If there was somewhere to get to, then something can stop you and say, I seem stuck. If it is the starting point itself, if you have never left the destination, then how can we be stuck? Then it is the idea of getting somewhere that makes us seem stuck. And it can be because we are hearing some reports, some experiences. Even sometimes it happens that we are in such a state of just quietness that when someone comes with a very highly charged negative report, something there is saying, at least that would be more exciting than what's happening now. Even that would be better. So remember that there truly is nowhere to get to. You already are that. It is only our refusal to look at what is already here and to go along, continue to go along with some mental projection of where I need to be, that can create this feeling of being stuck. Are we willing to give up this mental projection of freedom or not? Because no actual experience will live up to your mental projection of what freedom is. And if you already know what freedom is, if you already know it, then what do you need satsang for? You already know it. If you're still going along with some idea that the mind is painting for you, and it could also be just this, very often I've heard this common feeling that I'm at the edge of the cliff, just at the edge of the cliff. I just have to jump. It's not true. There's nowhere to jump to. Can you jump inside yourself? At best, it is a question of pulling our attention inwards. Just checking what is here. And many of you are now saying that, yes, when I check, I find no person. When I check, I find this presence of being. And I see myself to be the witness even of this. You're saying words which are scriptural already from your direct experience, but still the mind is saying, no, 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 but still, it should always be like this. And I say, but it is. How can it leave? But something. If you go along with this something which is nothing but a feeling or a thought, then it can be endless. Then we can keep meeting lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And every lifetime you tell me that there is something. When will it end? If you're still willing to go along with this, something is stopping me, something is blocking me, something is not happening. At least let's not keep it vague. Let's be clear exactly what. Then we can look at it. But something feels I'm still a person. There's no cure for this something. Because this something is just imagined. Are you open to the possibility that right now you are free? And the trouble is that our knowledge, our intellect gets in the way. And it says, but it's a rare thing to be free. How can all of us sitting in this room be free? Many have said it's one in a million or one in a billion. Are you going to continue to buy these stories? Are you willing to look directly at yourself and see that only you are here? Only you have always been here. And this I has always been what has been looked for. It is just this. That's why yesterday also we did this exercise of exposing what thought is still getting believed and throwing it into the fire of Satsang. And we heard mostly everything, isn't it? Most of the objections of the mind came up. And we saw it the same guy, same one is giving us the same stories. Don't go with the thought that still says, I still don't see it. Because the seeing is here. And if you saw it, then that would not be it. Because it cannot be seen phenomenally. You are not a thing, you are not an object which will be found in the same way that we have been used to finding things. But the pointing, who am I, takes care both of the faults, because when you check who am I, you see that there is no ego, there is no separation, there is no person. Almost immediately upon asking the question, you can see this. I don't find the one that I have been referring to myself as all this while. Then who am I? I have the sense that I exist, that I am. This I cannot deny. And I am aware of even this presence, this sense. We can very easily say these words, I am aware. What is this awareness? What is this knowingness, seeingness? How is it separate from you? Now, whether your mind likes it or not, you cannot become a thing. You will never be able to point to a thing. There, I found it. That is me. And some of you, the mind is playing tricks with. It is giving you a visual, showing you some empty, dark space. See, this is it. This is what you are. Who sees this? Or some white light, or some energetic, beautiful aura. Who sees this? Don't go with any imagination, any idea. Just stay and see what is the seeing itself. Who is seeing? And how long will you believe this objection from the mind saying, but this, I don't get this. This is too abstract for me. Till being, it is fine. But when it comes to awareness, then I lose it. Don't buy this. Because you are saying, I am aware. How can you then, after saying, I am aware, say, I don't know what awareness is? If I ask any of you, are you aware now? Say, yes, I am aware. And very quickly say, I am aware of. Quickly you want to go to the of, the content of what, of this, of that. But already you are saying, I am aware of it. Aware. That means you know you are aware. This is the awareness that we are talking about. I am aware that I am aware. I know that I am aware. But here, just here, the mind pulls all its tricks and says, now this is becoming too difficult. I'm not getting this. Yes, yes, you are not getting this. You keep quiet. We're not interested in the mind getting this. Allow me to bypass this one. What I'm saying is very simple. You say, I am aware. Digest this. I am aware. Which means I know that I am aware. Which is the same as I am aware that I am aware. This is it. This is awareness being aware of itself. No fireworks need to happen. No experience needs to happen. Even you cannot report that something happened because awareness is not experienced phenomenally. But it is enough that you say, I am aware. This I that is aware is awareness itself. So those who are feeling stuck can come up one by one and come and tell me at which point they feel that they are getting stuck. Maybe a little.
So it's not really a stuckness, right? It's more of a kind of an expectation, again, of that one. Right? But the expectation is, see, for example, when I haven't seen you, when we don't hang out and all of that, then it's very easy. Huh? Very easy. It's because it's there already. But then the physical presence of the master somehow creates a, like, so you're sitting very calm and, okay, who am I? Okay, I don't know. Say you see, like, I mean, you see it, it's a mental thing. And then suddenly you open your eyes and you see the master, whoa. So it's sort of like, like what's going on here, So it's like something is not settling down, or either this whole thing is being made up so that I can sit here and be with you. So I'm not sure what is really going on here. But that expectation that if the master has pointed you to where he is, which is here, and then that means it's the same one, but somehow the physical presence of it creates that, not the physical presence, the interpretation that or something is happening there that makes it not feel like one, that makes it feel like there's still a separation, there's still something like that. So,
it's still happening there.
Quite a bit actually.
It is just that phenomenally we're getting used to being around this energy field. Not just of the master, but also Arunachala is here, the Sangha is here. So something energetically feels like vibrating at a different frequency now.
I feel like it's more just with you. Actually, because I'm there, Arvind. Sangha, but with you is a complete like that. So I'm not sure. But I know it's playing out. I know it's playing out. I know it's sounding very silly, even as I'm hearing it. And the energy, I can feel it still going on. And I know that this doesn't change what is there. That it's happening in the presence of that. So I don't know if there's really a problem.
So yes, actually then it's not really a stuckness. It's just that something new seems to have been inserted into the equation, which is this new sense of something. But you can let it settle for a minute. Let's see how long it lasts.
This could be a while. It's already been 4 days. It's still there. It could be a while.
Don't try to contain anything. It feels like it's going to explode. I'm going to explode. Let it. It actually appears like you're enjoying this quite a bit.
Who wouldn't? Sorry, just like.
No, it's okay. It's coming next. No more stuck?
You can count on me.
To be stuck?
Yeah.
Keep the stuckness.
When I was here talking to you a couple of days ago, it was so clear there was no person. A person is just an impossible concept.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's been my habit to give belief to the idea of a person for so long that it feels like there's just almost a ghost of a person or a ghost of an idea of a person just hanging around. And so I just wanted to say this with you because and look at it with you because I know they
The
could.
ghost of the ghost that never existed is now hanging around.
Again, I have to make the shape
Yeah.
because it doesn't exist. Thanks.
It can seem like something is missing in that person. My friend I used to rely on.
Maybe it's like when I gave up smoking.
Yeah, something.
It's like there was always something here, and it's just it's not.
That's why this habit is.
Yeah, habit.
It's a variation of that. So this feeling that some shadow of the person is still here, that was making me feel a little stuck.
I can't even say stuck. Stuck is too big a word. It's just hovering.
Give me an instance of how it was playing out.
I can't. It's so clear. It's so clear. I'm sitting in front of you. It's just nothing. I can't even pull a memory from anywhere. It's just not there.
You have to get used to the idea that we are not stuck. Because we are used to the idea of being stuck for so long that we are feeling that it's like almost like arrogance to say I'm not stuck.
Yeah. And for a whole day I sat there thinking, especially when there was talk of arrogance, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, this is, I found something.
Yeah, that's it.
When some symptom is pointed at, sometimes we jump at them and say, yes, I still have to work on this.
Yeah, it was a bit like that. But then I think I know that nothing comes from me. I know it, so there's no point trying to grab onto, or maybe I'm believing in doership, or maybe I'm taking credit for this. I know it doesn't. Nothing comes from me.
So now that you're not stuck, what are you? You see that no stuckness is now possible. It is always only imagined. No matter what is appearing in front of you, either in front in the seeming world or in front behind those, behind this. Because that which is witnessing all of this is already complete.
And there's nothing but openness. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what appears in this
Yeah.
openness. Like what can obstruct it? There's nothing. There's nothing that can.
Just check one.
Yeah.
Here, just
Okay.
It's plain awareness. It's very plain awareness. I can see everything. I mean, like, it's just awareness. It's just awareness, and something is aware of it.
Yeah.
Is that just it?
seeing this body sitting in front of you. You're seeing this body sitting in front of you. You are aware that this seeing is happening. That awareness, you know what I'm talking about? That awareness which is aware that this phenomenal seeing is going on. Can you separate from this? Is there anywhere where awareness is but you are not? You can check. Take a minute and check. All of us can check. Anywhere where awareness is but I am not, and anywhere where I am but awareness is not. Anywhere? Clear. Then if I cannot separate from this, there is no distance between awareness and I. There is nowhere where awareness is but I am not, and vice versa. Then what must I be?
Just it.
Now, who comes and says that this is so plain?
Just it. Yeah.
Because in your direct experience of yourself, it is complete as it is. But the mind will report and say, but this is just empty. This is just so plain. And yet, from this emptiness, all that is appearing is arising to this emptiness, within this emptiness. Or is it arising to something else? It's arising to this. Then can it be the negative connotation of emptiness? But actually, it is that no thing from which all things arise and go back into. And what I'm saying now, you are experiencing directly. Waking state comes from this awareness itself. When there was no thing, now there is something, there is being. And with the presence of being, there are so many things which are appearing. Where do they go back into? The same nothingness. Because if you had found something instead, then no something lasts. No thing, no phenomena lasts. Then that could not be an eternal discovery. Then that would only be a phenomenal discovery.
I'm seeing it right. Where I am is from the right place. Cannot leave the right place. As long as you're not believing a mind story, it is the truth.
Okay.
Master, there is no any kind of stuckness here, but there was a kind of very strong desire coming to share this thing.
Yeah.
That just this afternoon, my eyes got closed for 2 minutes, and I saw I saw a dream, and I saw that you so much use the example of cat that I literally saw you with a cat. you were sitting on a bench, and I was sitting beside you, and there was a very little cat behind you, and the cat was so cute that I was playing with the cat. And then you said to me, "Give this cat to me." Then I played with this little cat for a while, and then I gave that cat to you. Then
I like where it's going so far.
then it was good all along till this time. Then suddenly the mother of that small cat came and she started snatching me all over. So in the same way, to relate it with the present state, it's like there is no stucking or believing down, but sometimes some thoughts come and temporarily it gets feeling, and after a time then it goes away. So just I wanted to pray that handle this big cat also.
There's no big cat. It's only smaller than smaller than smaller. It pretends to be real. It reminded me of the... one day you were not there in Satsang when all the Sangha members had come to Bangalore. And everyone was drowning in so much love, peace, joy. And we were missing you. And Suchitra says, only Azhar can bat in these conditions. all questions are running. So Suchitra, only Azhar can bat in these conditions. Yesterday this feeling was coming in the night when we were going through that experience that Azhar is in no condition to bat. Stuck?
Subtle confusion. Aji, there is the when you ask us like when your strong preference is that we continue to stay in satsang, and you fear for us leaving satsang. I feel that's because you feel that because our seeing is not complete, we will suffer, and therefore you wish us to see some more, and so the seeing is not complete.
It's more like you are finding that it's easy in satsang to keep the distractions aside, to keep the stories aside, to keep all of the stuff aside for some time, and just stay with what you are. And when the seeing happens very quickly, we can come to the conclusion that yes, it's clear, it cannot go anywhere. Okay? And there are many who have come to me like this with integrity. They have reported that the seeing is seen, and it's clear that seeing has happened. But very quickly, all the seems like the entire Leela, this entire Maya is out to pull them back into person. So next day, what do they come and say? Oh, I found the perfect man, perfect relationship. And I'm so happy I'm free and I found the perfect man also. God. It can be like, okay, freedom tick. Now relationship also I wanted, so relationship also tick. Now God is really taking care of me. And then what happens is that it becomes so much about personhood and relationship and how the partner should be and how the relationship should be and all of that. Yeah. Then this remnants of yes, I'm awareness only. Where can that go? It becomes very, like that. But my problem right now is that this relationship which I thought is perfect is giving me some trouble.
So something doesn't stay live. What
Exactly.
was sacred and burning true does not stay live. So the awareness is lost, is my point.
Awareness is not lost. It's just that we are allowing the belief in other things to come back again. Awareness is not lost. It's, we see that awareness is here, it is what I am, and we hand this over also to the person. That I now am now awareness. It can seem like that. I personally am awareness now, so obviously I'm free. So I have nothing against relationships. I have nothing against you find the perfect man, all of that is perfectly fine. Yeah? But very often it happens like this, that just when you're coming to the seeing of this and settling into it, then relationship or some job, something which takes you away from satsang, or your own idea that I got it now, I don't need satsang, gets in the way of your coming to satsang. So it can even be that, Ananta always says, the Guru is within me. I found it. Now what is this need for satsang? So we have to keep our nose open and smell for where something is coming from. If the intuitive voice itself, which is accompanied by love, peace, joy, that itself is saying yes. There is no need. It's already here. Then I have no trouble with that. But very quickly we are rushing to go with mind conclusions. And actually what is happening is conditioning in this phenomenal space, over millions of years of time, conditioning has happened. But we want the seeing to be click, click, click over. So the seeing, although it happens like that, that doesn't yet mean that the mind has lost its power over you. The mind can still push button, Guruji also tells this story. He says that the one who came once, beautiful awakening happened, and then they would not meet so often, once in 3 months. And then every time he would meet him, he would say, all good, same, same. And the response would come, yes, all good, same, same. Then like this one didn't come to satsang. He met him after maybe a year or something. And Guruji said, all good, same, same. No, not really. Because, I found this woman, I have this relationship, and now she doesn't like me coming to you, and I want to keep her happy, and this, and then there's so many expectations, and now I have to make money. Full story is there. So the mind still has the power, and it will come with all its force to try and convince you to become a person again. He'll say, okay, now you found freedom, happy? Now at least do your responsibility. At least you need to become a person for that. Now, okay, you went for the retreat, you're happy, silence, everything was good. Now, come on, be a mother. Don't have to be anything. All roles are being played on their own through consciousness. Anytime it convinces you, now be like this, be that. again it is lured you into egotism. That is why I say, just stay in satsang. Even the idea I haven't got it will dissolve. The idea I have got it will dissolve. And when this neutrality is seen, then I have at least no such restrictions. When I see the neutrality in your eyes for anything, in satsang, outside satsang, loses all.
I also wanted to clarify you the difference between a seeker and a devotee. And it's in the sense that the master is bestowing the exact same state on the one's seeker, but we are content to be like devotees rather than be the master himself.
Actually, the seeker is the identified state. The devotee is just an expression of the fact that devotion is here. And devotion cannot be created. It just arises and usually is same as love, this love, peace and joy which I speak about. With this more and more being getting unassociated, with there being more and more trust in the master's words, because when checked, saw truth. When checked, saw truth. More and more this deepening of trust happens, and the arising of this sense of devotion. So the report that the sense of devotion is present is when we can call ourselves a devotee. Whereas being a seeker actually means either that I have these questions about the truth which I'm asking personally. These are not reporting on the phenomenal, some sort of phenomenal energetic report. That's why I say that being a devotee is a great blessing, because the gift of devotion has been bestowed upon you, and this devotion takes care of everything. There have been some who came to satsang and said, I don't really get all this. What you speak about consciousness, awareness, I'm not so interested also. But I do know that there is a lot of devotion here for you. I cannot explain how it came, how it happened, but it's just here. And it is seen that this devotion itself makes everything just so simple. And those who've been blessed with devotion have had the easiest time in this so-called journey of self-realization. So it's a part of grace where you cannot say who is blessed with this or not. It just when it comes, this is devotion. So devotee is not a statement of this is my position now. Devotee is to say that the presence of this love-like energy is here, which is devotion. Therefore, I am a devotee.
Raji, I don't feel any nausea or whatever
None
when
of
I
you.
sit here. So I wanted to know if I'm being extremely closed and have my shields
It's not
up
a
against you.
It's not a hard to keep that stuck.
Actually scared for the first time to come.
You're scared? I thought you'd be used to it by now.
I know.
She has to block like that because her neck hurts. It's okay, it's okay.
Can you share the ideas or beliefs that are sticky? It's the same thing that I said yesterday. And it's been here all morning. Because I woke up and that that energy. It's been here. I can see it wants to like throw a tantrum, and the two like concepts, like it's like
Did you forget?
no, it's like you know when I went up in front of Muji at
Yeah.
Seminar, he said, "Oh, these are like parasite energy." So
Okay, energy.
and so the sense is that it's feeding off something here, and like I look at my face in the mirror too, and like it looks different, and my body feels like my body language is different, and there's a sense like, oh, is there like two like like a flip flop between like different personalities almost. So I said, okay, what is the problem with that?
Yeah, good.
So it's a thing that's like, okay, I don't want to crying, like, because it has this, it's like, okay, I want to throw something or hit someone. So this is like, I don't want to do that. Like, even as a child, I never threw a tantrum. So what you've seen, what's happened in front of you is the only times ever that, like, the behavior, crying.
No, but also once I was not there.
Yes. I was like the worst, in public, and so before lunch there's this hesitation to like go downstairs because I'm like, oh no, like, something might, and then there's this sense of control. Yeah, having to like control it. So I said, okay, that's also here. So it's like, I just feel like something's wrong. That this is not like whatever wants to like something wants to express through this, and like I can't like express what wants to come from here. Like, and that is, but when I close my eyes, I can see that this is no longer like there is something here that's bigger than this energy. But there's just real, like, I don't want to have another tantrum.
And that is what will bring it on. The more you try to push it, pressure it inside, the more it will want to. Actually, the tantrums that have happened in front of me have been very meek. She said, I want to throw things. She threw a hair clip on me. So I'm sure even the time when she hit Azhar, it wouldn't have hurt. So don't try to resist. And if you do something drastic, then show the cops this video recording and you can put the blame on me. He told me.
It's very hard to not resist.
Yes. Here also it's been strong. Something has been.
Yeah, this morning, like I was worried. Like there was this worry when I went down to lunch that there would be things to throw. It's just like this kind of like viciousness, like towards people as well. And even that is like, okay, that's there, but then it's this feeling, well, something wants to like, like whatever is, it can't because of it shouldn't be like that. So today I was contemplating, I said, okay, you know, from what you say, this is just how it's happening now, and if it wasn't meant to be this way, it wouldn't be this way. Something's still not okay.
You can find some humor in it.
Yes.
If you can find humor in it, then it cannot. These kind of things, they survive on fear. Already now when you're sharing, you're laughing about it. It's okay. We made it lighter. That's why it's a good thing to just laugh at it.
But the stuckness is there. It's like
Stuckness is there. You say that there are these two aspects to my personality. It's like one is my natural state, second is some energetic expression which is here, which wants to do this, it wants to throw things, it wants to hit people. And so far it's been pretty tame. Just leave it. If you hit someone with a plate or something, then come to me and I'll mollify them. Either of these are not taking you away from that which witnesses whatever it might be, either this or that. Both these playing out, either of these playing out, you see them. This you doesn't become either of these. This witness remains as the witness. And more as this is seen, then all that needs to happen personality-wise also could get sorted or not. Because there's also these stories of these crazy Zen monks who are going around just slapping people. Maybe that's the true state and the other one is the first one. They are Abdutas. They're also where's Suchitra? Swamigal, Sheshadri Swamigal here. He's known to have gone to shops and thrown things around and hit people on the road. Maybe you're reincarnate. And you've been repressing this side of you. So actually, this is the one that needs to come out.
But people are willing to take it only because their profits went up like 300% or 400%, not otherwise.
Others doing very well after that. Look at his face, he's smiling. Slapped by the Abadut.
when I saw him yesterday, it was like a part of me that wanted to go up and say, be strong.
Okay, for those of you that don't know this story, Satsanga was having a bit of a episode, having a bit of a tantrum. And
Avadhuta
episode, and Azhar goes to her and says, just be strong. And she gave him a whack. Yesterday, when all that was happening with him, let me go tell him be strong. But his hands were kind of stuck like that. Nothing would have happened to you.
It's called a wacky sense of humor.
Wacky. No points to that. Just like this, if you can laugh about it.
feel the because this morning I was like, oh, I don't want to keep. I told so many times, there's no need, but there's the one that feels the need to once in a while come and say it's here, because it kind of takes the power like away from it too somehow, or my belief in it, or the seeming overwhelmingness.
You know what happens is that if you were to go with the Swami and say, so this that is playing out, is this you? I'm pretty confident he would have said, no, this is just what is playing out through this body. I remain as the witness of even this. I'm sure that all of that disruption he must be going on the streets and doing in the shops and doing, but inwardly he must have been completely still. So sometimes all of this can play out, but you find that stillness which is unmoved through all of this. But you're in good company. This Swami is a great Swami because he is the one who first gave Bhagwan shelter in the city. He's the one who had the big ashram for it. He's very revered. So it's not about external behavior. What
Can I look at something with you?
Yes.
Yesterday, I kind of got a sense of what you were saying. 'Cause before, when I opened my eyes, that visual was kind of very convincing that I'm in the middle of this.
all this.
And yesterday, for a little while, it just seemed like I opened my eyes and I'm aware of the eyes opening,
Yes.
and then the objects are actually in the same space as the body. And then the question came, well, where am I then? Because
It's very
I'm
good.
not in
In
this.
this, here. Okay. So I am aware of this space as the awareness itself. And you can check this. So the space is there, all experiencing is there. Now we can coming more and more very quickly to this seeing that even the seeming external and internal both experiencing the same space of being. And I remain as just the awareness of even this space. Because in this space, I cannot find the I.
I can't use the words when I look at the words when you say space. It's the straightaway like picture of space.
The final frontier.
So when you say I describe it, I mean, like, oh, I call it the something that,
Yeah.
because then the mind isn't straight away putting a picture on what it's
But don't be scared of what the mind is putting because the picture is also coming within that same. So you see that this space of experiencing is there where all pictures or this so-called reality, everything's appearing in this same experiencing. And when I try to look for myself in this, I cannot find. I find that there is a presence here, which is the I am, which is indistinguishable between this, where all this experiencing happening. And therefore, we can say that this I am is the experiencer of all of this. But I don't seem to be even this I am. I am witnessing even this. And I'm very happy that this question came to you. So, where am I in this space? It's very good because you find that you are just aware of it and you cannot be contained in this space. You cannot be drawn in this space. You cannot be seen in this space. And yet, you are that which is aware of this. This space is also not aware of you. You are aware of it. Then what which is appearing inside that can actually affect you. You see the enormity of what is being said. Everything, anything could happen to the body, anything could happen in this world. That's why I say that this entire world can burn to bits, but it will not touch me. It's not an arrogant statement, it's a statement of what is seen. See, and it happens every night that it dissolves into nothingness. And yet I remain untouched. This you're seeing now. Because you say, I cannot find the I in this space where all the other appearances are coming. Therefore, I cannot be an appearance. And yet I am here as a witness of this. This is the awareness which we speak of.
So there's a little fear because like, oh, I need to, someone wants to find where I am. Like, I'm not.
Because it
here.
loses. This is a very common fear because it feels like there's no ground to stand on. It's wobbly. I better find the eye. It's shaky otherwise. But this fear will also dissolve. And I often say that it is trying to bring you back to your crutches of thought or imagined I. It is trying to bring you back to that. But actually, if you just leave it be, you're actually learning to fly, not learning to walk. You will find no ground on which you're standing. You will find that all ground is standing inside you. This is radical and it's enormous. And although to make it accessible, I keep saying that it's so simple, it's right here. But sometimes you have to marvel at this beauty, that in which all of this comes and goes, and that which remains untouched through any of this. This is very good. This contemplation is beautiful. Can I find I in
I want to just share one more thing. This morning I had this experience where I can't say honestly if I was asleep or awake, but my eyes were closed and it was just black, and then I heard this voice, like this kind of angelic voice. It's like a prayer that just came that said, "Let my Father not bear any more burden than he can handle, or let him not have more. You know, let me take some." And then I must have continued to sleep. I woke up and I remembered, and this fear came from the mind. Oh my God, why did you say
back
that?
to me.
Like what? Why did you say it? Why did you say that? And then the thought said, that's really arrogant of you to presume that your father can't handle everything. So these two, and I wanted to say because I had a sense that wherever that prayer came from, there was no fear, and like it doesn't want to take it back, but there's fear here because now it's like, well, as prayers come, what's going to happen? And I just wanted to say, I don't know, I didn't make it. I've never consciously thought it.
I'm always there to take on all this. But as you're coming to this unfolding and the realization, I don't want to scare you.
Not
Then
that.
you'll actually, okay, so you'll actually be sharing my burden.
That was the prayer. And I know that the space where that prayer came is not, there is no fear. But this is, whoever is here speaking is afraid.
It's not here, so that's a good thing.
the awareness that you point us to, I see it in a momentary way. It doesn't stay, and it is a lot of efforting to stay there as awareness, and it is exhausting. And so I know inside that this is not real.
That awareness which is effortful is not the awareness which we are talking about. So either it is a painting which the mind is saying that this is awareness, or it is some sort of a phenomenal perceiving, a phenomenal witnessing, which we are now saying, but this is the awareness which is being spoken of. It's much simpler than that. And actually, completely effortlessly, without giving it to the mind at all. If I ask you, are you aware now? What it is?
Yes, but minimally, not no.
What do you mean by minimally?
I mean, I'm not aware of everything going on. I mean, I'm just aware of some rudimentary stuff.
Aware of, let's keep it aside. Because of is always some appearance or other. You are aware.
Yes.
You know that you are aware.
Yes.
Is this not awareness of awareness itself?
Yes, it is.
Awareness of awareness itself. Now, without getting any content into the picture, are there any attributes of this awareness? Is there any quality to it?
It doesn't get touched by anything.
Not touched by anything.
Like, I don't care. Whatever might happen.
Yeah. Exactly. And also, we cannot, if I were to ask you to give me a size, shape, location, you would not be able to do it. So, and yet it is here.
Yes.
What effort are you making to keep this here?
No, otherwise I'm stuck with the
Not
sound.
otherwise, right now. Let's keep the content still aside. So let's come back to this. I am aware that awareness is here. And now I'm just looking and seeing that it has no attributes, it has no size, shape, it is not feeling anything, it is not awareness. And I'm making no effort to keep this up.
True.
Just as awareness itself. Now, this awareness that is here, then some content can come. The content can be some feeling, content can be some thoughts, content can be these appearances. Isn't it? Now, all of this is being experienced in the screen, on the screen of consciousness, on the screen of this being. When you say that awareness is untouched by whatever might be going on, yet there is something that is experiencing. If you were to pick up a sweet and eat it, it will be tasted. Yeah, I am already. So this being is experiencing all of this. So this being itself also is infinite and doesn't have a complaint about anything which might be appearing. You experience it directly. You see very clearly now where experiences are being experienced. Is that not the same being? And what are the boundaries to this one?
There are no boundaries. But what was the first thing that said before that?
Start from here. There are no boundaries to this being, and yet it experiences all of this phenomenal experience.
Yes.
So that which has no boundaries is not running out of space. Can that have a complaint, a genuine complaint about any experience? Check directly. Don't go with a mental inference.
The spacious version of I am doesn't have problem, but then usually it's just collapsing. And that does a
How would this collapse?
state seems not natural right now.
If it's not, without believing a thought, collapse into this collapse state. Without saying that that appearance, that visual is me, show me the collapse state.
Right. I don't know how to show you because it's again abstract.
But you experiencing it?
Yeah, it's the thoughts that's coming is it's been a long time since
The
you were
thought
in
is-
our shoes. You don't
The thought
understand
is
the
coming. I
frustration.
said without believing a thought. It's very natural for this one to come because I also get many messages saying, "Oh, it's easy for you. You are free. You don't relate to our issues anymore." But I'm talking about you, not about me. Whatever thought is coming, whatever sense of constriction is coming, is also experienced in that same infinite space.
Yes.
See, all of this is on the same wall, same screen of consciousness, different appearances, which are getting our attention. And then when the attention is on them, then the interpreter comes and says, this is something. We believe that. So much work. There's attention, then thought comes, then belief comes. To become miserable, we use all this work.
But isn't it, I mean, the seeing, isn't it more clear? Shouldn't it be more clear?
Now we left awareness over there. It remained untouched through this entire thing, is it? Seeing has remained seeing. Nothing happened to it. We're just deconstructing what is happening after the birth of the I am. To see that in spite of all of this birth of I am also, the I am, the being itself, is unaffected. So how can the seeing, which is even not to be found in this I amness, how can that be affected? So this being, which experience can come, which can actually affect this, it is not possible without believing a thought. Therefore, if it is only reliant on belief and thought, then can it be true? If the suffering is reliant on belief and thought, then is it genuinely suffering or just a belief? So, the trouble seems to be, everybody says, then why did God create this belief for itself? It's only leading to all this. But that is what gives this Leela some bite, some play. It seems like I'm really involved in this. If there was no belief about anything, it's going about everybody's happy, joyful, peaceful. Where's the bite? Where's the challenge? Where's the fun of this play? We don't like to read a book which is all happy. Everyone is happy. This, they met this one, they were also happy. We like to read stories that this happened, this one was bad, and they did this, and they stole from him. All these challenges came, and in the end, they came out victorious. You know, this is the kind of. But in our life, we say, no, it should just be so insipid then.
So, should I have to keep reminding myself over and over about this, or
The reminding
would that
yourself
help?
doesn't work. Because reminding yourself only means that we have one concept of ourselves and now we are trying to reinforce another concept of ourselves. What would you remind yourself of?
No, at least the other perspective which is existing.
Is that something like I am consciousness or I am awareness, something like that?
There is awareness and I am awareness too.
If this reminding gets you to the scene, to checking for yourself, then it is useful. If it remains conceptual, then it is not. Because then you can keep saying I'm awareness, I'm awareness. That doesn't help. So the reminders are useful when they point us back to looking. Who am I? So who am I is a beautiful reminder. But people are misusing even who am I. They're going on chanting it like a mantra, who am I? Not really looking. It's meant to be a pointer to get us to look.
It becomes mechanical.
If you just become mechanical, then it's not helpful.
So there comes a point where this reminding will not be required.
Yes. This point is here now. Where all that is required is for you not to believe your next thought.
It is also exhausting,
No.
Mind
The exhaustion is in the believing.
No, I mean you reject one, the one, and the one, and the one. And then
But you're
it is
keeping
like,
score.
and
Don't keep track
you
like
would
this.
have slipped somewhere, and then you would have gone on with your thoughts for a while.
That's okay. So let me again clarify this pointing. You see that the thought is coming. Attention is going. To withdraw attention seems like a lot of effort. Okay? So the thought is coming, attention is going. Just for yourself, check and tell me whether to give it belief is the effort or to not give it belief is the effort. Wait for your next thought and tell me yourself what happened.
Being vigilant is the effort.
Okay, so for this next one, let's be vigilant, even if it's seeming effortful.
No thoughts are coming.
So this thought came that no thoughts are coming. That's also a thought. So you'll find that it's actually super easy not to give it belief. And we didn't say that this must be watertight, bulletproof. All I'm saying is that just don't believe your next thought. If something has got your belief, if you feel the sense of suffering, the pinch because of it, then starting right there, right now, don't believe your next thought. Don't say, oh, I believe this, now I lost it, I was not vigilant enough, all of that. It's much simpler than that. It's only about the now. And what I'm pointing to is your natural state. It is not a robotic state where you just believe my next thought. It's not like this. It's more natural, it's more real. There's a naturalness in this. And our natural state is not to pick up the identity. It has become a habit for us.
I see that. The
Like
pattern is quite strong.
Devika was saying earlier, when we are addicted to something, it seems more natural to pick up the cigarette and to smoke it. And you say that it is more effort to not pick it up. Okay? Actually, the effort is in picking up, lighting it, smoking it, killing yourself, all of that. No? But we are taking all of this effort to spoil our health ourselves. Instead, you see, if she was to come and say that, okay, it is in the not picking up the box of cigarette, the pack of cigarette, which is effort, we would laugh at her. What? It's lying there, what is that? But ask a smoker who's addicted, they will say, okay, it seems like too much effort to just leave it there. Same way, because we are addicted to consuming our thoughts like this, initially when the withdrawal symptoms are on, it can seem like it's too much effort. Actually, you realize it's our natural state. So initially, even if it feels like a little bit of effort, it's. But don't do the tracking, the benchmarking, the success ratio calculations, and all of these things. Like yesterday, I let go of 90% of my thoughts for 10 minutes.
That is too much.
That is too much. Yes. Like some like that they do. Some like that they do.
It's just that when you relax, the thoughts have taken over, and then you realize.
As you relax that much, that belief doesn't leave your pocket. You say that my relaxed state is when I'm picking up all the thoughts. I am saying that my relaxed state is when I'm not picking up.
It's not there right now. It's not, yeah. I would love to be there.
Right now, sitting here, is it effort to believe the thought or is it not effort? That's what itself. The satsang is here, the sangha is here. We find that it's so effortless to let them just come and go. It isn't the serving tea to all of them that is effort. You let them just come and go. It's like both, if there were two doors, you could have two doors here open. Just come and go. To engage with them, to say, yes, yes, you're mine. That is the effort. Let them just pass through. This becomes more and more natural. Just don't be so serious about your freedom.
It's not freedom. It's not freedom. It's very clear to me. It's not freedom because that means there is bondage. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, at least let's stop the hallucination and get to the truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's been long time. It's been a long time.
But this sense of sort of like I'm a little wound up for it actually makes it seem more time, more effort. Yeah. God is doing all the work. We're just watching this play actually.
There also has been a tendency in me to start my life, to know the truth and then continue, for the longest time. But I've been pushed and life has taken me. But with each activity I need to take up, there is this question saying, am I going to get caught up again? Should I stall until...
The I that you presume is the decision maker does not exist. Everything has been exactly how it is meant to have been and will be. The I that takes credit or blame for it does not.
I hope I'll get it even more clearly. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with all our, questions so patiently. I don't know. It's like a kind of patience you have. I have no idea.
Lady was not calling. So say.
Which one? Satsanga. Swami. Any experience, including this voice, find out where it is being experienced. Is it in a space inside you, or is it outside? Now, this space, is there any appearance which is experienced outside of this?
Looking, see.
So, everything that is seen, all appearances are in this space of being, and I am witnessing all of this, but I am not found in this space.
You are witnessing.
So, this I, which is witnessing the sense of me, sense of I amness, I is all there is. This cannot change, isn't it? Always like this. So any feeling of being stuck or something? This is a frequent flyer on the stuck program, is it? Come on, come on.
So, Father, I mean, I don't feel stuck. I mean, your pointings are as clear as right? But Rajan is back there saying, get out of here, lost to you.
Oh.
Because when the buttons will be pushed, I want to make sure that I stay as this.
So, as long as it is clear now to you that no matter what happens, I cannot leave this. It's only that my belief can go to this voice. That is the worst case scenario, isn't it? That only my belief can go to this voice. All of you must be clear about this. When you leave Satsang, all at best that can happen is that you start pretending more. Pretending more. So once you see it is only the possibility of pretense is there, then it's not so serious a problem, is it? All you have to do is come to Hangout or click on Satsang. So the mind is trying to scare you and say, it says you're with your friends, let me see you outside school, catch you. But these fear tactics will not work. And that's why I share every day, Monday to Friday. So the Sangha is not leaving you, I'm not leaving you. And I don't feel that so easily you'll come to a point where You're that much believing this, Rajan, that you don't press John, that you don't press YouTube play.
Need your blessings for that.
And we chase you down.
You give me strength to fight Rajan until he's little big, then I'll manage.
It's weakening every day. That is the reason share. It can be that, oh, I see the truth, done now. And then very strongly, then the mind comes back the next day and it says, see now, where's the truth? See, now you have to pay these bills, you don't have money in the bank. See, where's the truth now? How's the truth helping you? These kind of things. That's why we share every day. And we're answering the same question.
A song by Kabir, Rajan Ab to Aa Re.
Which Kabir?
Son of Kabir.
He said Rajan of God.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, to the king. Okay. Also, Rajan translates into king, which could be the king of the heart, or God.
Seeing is clear, I understand. But on the same time, I had previous experience, which kind of which brings me always back to that. Last time in Rishikesh, it was a feel like means it's as of now it's an effort that okay, I'm recognizing that there is neutral space and I'm in that neutral space, but there was like a spontaneous that is resonating or that neutral space or nothing is resonating. I am that means instead of I am recognizing that neutral space is recognizing
Yes.
I am that. And that overwhelming love at that time for God, devotion, and like I've been walking cross river. I pull my shoes in hand and just walking like I can feel that I'm looking nonsense, but I'm roaming around and that kind of thing. And that time it was like, okay, let the thoughts come. They come and they go. I engage, not engage doesn't make a difference. It's just love. So means I'm not sure as of now. Means that experience, if it means what is that? Is it means that the mistake that time if it comes, you have to be neutral or just flow with that? Means I'm not sure. Means is it a mind or something? What it is? Yeah.
Actually, the truth is that as awareness, even as consciousness, it remains untouched by the play of identity. But at the same time, I make it a point to mention that although nothing happens really to consciousness, even in spite of identification, the mind can play this itself as a trick. Now, I'm consciousness, belief in thought or not belief doesn't make a difference. and we can start, I will just play for some time and I will be back. And many times we start playing like that, never they are back. You're just so caught up back in identity. And you don't know how many plays of how many million identities will happen again before the coming back happens. So even through these millions of lifetimes, nothing happened to consciousness. Because time itself is a projection of this consciousness. You see? So from this perspective, it doesn't matter even if you believe or not believe, engage, not engage, it's all fine. But from the sufferer perspective, you don't want another lifetime of suffering. So from the perspective that there has been enough of this, we want this to dissolve. That's why I say no matter what the mind is telling you, that it is okay to engage with me, it's okay, dance a little bit with me also, it's fun, don't dance. Don't take it up. Like Guruji says, it's not your friend, not you. I will tell you. It's saying, yeah, look at that. You were in the Ganga and it's so beautiful. We had such a good time. It's taking you away even right now from this now, which is just as beautiful. So don't play with this one. It is too fiery right now. There will be a time where all of this it can do as much as it wants. You will remain untouched by it. You will not pick up these associations. But just when the de-addiction is happening from the mind, one of the withdrawal symptoms is to say, yeah, I'm done. Even addicts say that. They get into rehab and within the first 2 or 3 days, they'll say, yeah, I'm over it. I don't want to drink. I don't want to smoke. But the doctors there know, no, you keep quiet and sit for some time. They know. But immediately when they come out, they'll start. And it comes like this, yeah, now I can handle it. I know all the techniques. No, I know don't believe the next thought. Anytime it becomes too much, I will just not believe the next thought. This will not even appear in front of you. So just like this, as this de-addiction is happening to the mind, you trust the doctor and you stay with not picking it up. And after a while, then I know that you will remain untouched no matter what will come. Yes.
So, my English not perfect. Sometimes I'm a little bit tidy and to understand. So please use my language.
I'll try my best.
Yes. Like you say for the check-in. So easy right now to notice this happening, this happening, this happening, this happening. Everything we can say. Arising person,
Exactly.
some stillness, something which I feel like stillness. It's here. So next step, I don't know.
Good. So you say that sensation, appearance, coming, going, coming, going. Yet there is a stillness which is not coming, going. The stillness is here.
Come back to now. This moment.
Yes,
It's here.
in this moment, it is here. In every moment, in every now,
Never know. It's always here.
always. Yes. So these things are changing. Sensation is changing. Outward appearance is changing. All changing. But this stillness is not changing. Now, this stillness, is it the sense that I am?
It's mostly. It's I can say yes. It's because it cannot be separate.
It cannot be separated. So, this stillness is the sense that I am. I exist. Who sees even this? That there is a stillness here. Who sees even this? Is it not you? Did someone else come and tell you that there is stillness here, or you saw directly? You saw. Yes. This one that saw, what does this one look like? Can we say one thing about this? And yet it is here. Yes, we cannot deny it. The mind wants to deny it, but it is here. Because I see the stillness also, within which all object coming, going, happening, I see. Now this I, this is the seeing itself, the awareness itself. It is not a thing, it is not an object.
Which one step back, when this hidden I'm exist,
Yeah.
like stillness, I'm exist.
Yeah.
Of course, some witness is
Exactly.
some disagreement when I put to here some label like
Don't put label, not needed. But it is here. There is witness even of stillness.
still some stuck in there, like I am exist.
I
very
exist,
strong,
yes,
very
very
strong.
strong. Yes, yes, very strong. And who sees that I exist? You see. No? This seeing, this I that sees, can you push it aside? Can you not be this? Can you be something else? Cannot. Therefore, you must be this. What else is there?
This I am, like what should be strong.
This I amness is here in the waking and dream state. You cannot leave it. You cannot stop being.
You might say so much.
The mind will say, so what, or not there yet, or all kind of story. Cannot convince the mind.
Yes.
Cannot convince the mind. Don't wait for mind to say you are free. You see yourself.
From this trance, very difficult from this trance feeling I am exist to
No, not difficult. Not
Yes,
difficult.
yes.
Very easy. Already it is this way. I am. You say I am. Therefore you see I am. Already. No effort needed.
yes, yes.
Mind says very difficult.
No, I mean the interpretation of mind. If you point me, oh, it's me. So I have to turn attention from I am always to me.
You don't have to pull attention also. Attention, okay, on I am. Whose attention is on I am? Mine. I. No force needed. Naturally. I am is here. Cannot stop it, no? Can you stop being? Turn it off. Can you turn it off? No. It's here. Now, when you say it is here, that means you already see it.
Yes.
Then nothing else to be done. Already you see it.
Yes, yes. Okay.
That's simple. Thank you all so very much for joining in Satsang today. Sadhguru Sri Mujiji ki Jai.
Sadhguru Ananda ji ki
Jai.
Thank you all for joining online as well. So much love to all of you.